Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. So we've got some interesting updates for you from the very recently concluded World Sudoku Championship at Toronto, Canada. Tantan Dai has won the World Sudoku Championship by just 30 points. Huge congrats to her. She becomes the second woman after Jana Vodikova-Tailova from Czech Republic. So huge congratulations to Tantan for winning the World Sudoku Championship. And T Twunk from Estonia has finished second, while Kota has finished third. No surprises. The same podium, the same three who completed the podium last year. So big congratulations to all three of them, and to also our viewers for predicting the winner this time correctly. Majority of you voted in favor of Tantan, and she has won the World Championship. So, and the World Puzzle Championship is about to begin. Let's see who wins it. Now, coming to the video. I've got a Sudoku variant called Numbered Sums. To the best of my knowledge, this is a new variant which I haven't solved previously. Of course, I've solved a numbered rooms Sudoku, but this one is slightly different, and I haven't solved this variant previously. This is created by Alaric Taqi A, also Crusader 175, goes by the name of Crusader 175. And by the way, I've solved this Sudoku already, and this is a wonderful Sudoku. The link to solve this is in the description. And if you have been enjoying our videos, please do remember to hit that subscribe button. So I'll start the Sudoku now. Classic rules apply. Each row, each column and 3x3 box in the grid has digits 1 to 9 without any repetitions. And then you have numbered sums. Clues given outside the grid shows the sum of n and the digit in the nth cell in the corresponding direction, where n is the digit placed in the first cell in that direction. So for a new solver, it will at least take 2 or 3 reads to understand what this means, but I'm going to explain to you with an example. For example, outside column 7 at the top, you have a 14 clue. The rules state that if you have, let's say, a 6 as the first digit from that direction, then the sum of that cell and the 6th cell from that direction. And why the 6th cell? Because 6 is here, will have to be equal to 14. So which means this would have to be an 8. So I'll use one more example. So let's say outside row 6 column 9, you have a 12 clue and you have, for example, let's say 7 here. Then the sum of 7 and the 7th cell from that direction will have to be 12. So this would be a 5. So this is how the rules work. An excellent variant. And as I said, I remember the start to the Sudoku. So I'm going to take you to the exact start of the Sudoku. This is a really fun variant. So it's important to look at clues which are identical on either side of the grid. For example, outside row 1, outside column 3, and outside column 7. So let's start with column 7, right? So we know that to get to 14, we must have a 5, a 9, or a 6 or 8 as part of the sum. And obviously it has to be the starting digit. So 5, 9, 6, and 8. Okay. Now you can eliminate 9 from either cell, because let's say you have a 9 here, then which means the 9 cell from this direction will have to be a 5. But for this 14 clue at the top, the 5th cell from that direction would have to be a 9 again. So not possible. So using that logic, you can eliminate 9 from this cell. And by the same logic, 9 is also eliminated here, because 9 here forces 5 here and again a 9 here, right? So let's eliminate 9 from this cell as well. Now, a 5 must be in one of these two cells, because if not, let's say you have a 6 here, and let's remove the 5. Now the 6th cell from this direction will have to be 8 to get to the 14, but that eliminates both the possibilities here. So it works either way, which means clearly there is a 5 in one of these two cells, which means that the 5th cell would have to be a 9. and this is the fifth cell regardless of whether it's from the top or the bottom. So an excellent start to the Sudoku. And now let's use the same logic for column 3. For a 6 you need a 1 5 or a 2 4, right? A 1 5 or a 2 4 will have to be a part of the sum. And you will know that unless the given clue outside is a 2, you can never have a 1 as the starting digit when a clue is given. That is, if you do not have 2 as the outside clue, you can never have 1, because 1 plus the first cell, it will point to itself, will obviously add to 2, only 2. So clearly this is not a 1 and this is not a 1, because that will give only a total of 2. Right, now using the same idea, one of these cells will have to be a 5, because if not, let's remove the 5 from here. The second cell from this direction will have to be a 4, or you can also see fourth cell from that direction will have to be a 2. And in both the cases, 2 4 will be eliminated here. And this works from the top too. So if you have a 2 here, this will be a 4 and this is gone. And if you have a 4 here, this will be a 2 and again this is gone, right? So clearly a 5 must be in one of those cells. And which means whichever cell is 5, that doesn't matter, the fifth cell would have to be a 1 for the 6 to be true. So these are the starting digits that we get inside. An excellent start to the Sudoku. Now let's work with some of these clues which are higher in values. A 13 will obviously need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 1, 2, 3 are clearly eliminated. 5 is also eliminated because you have an X-wing of 5, right? So 5 is eliminated here. So similarly, this will also be 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9 because it's also a 13 clue. Right, and you cannot have 8 in any of these cells, because if you do, then the 8th cell from that direction, for example, if you have 8 here, then this will be a 5, clearly not possible. And if you have 8 here, this will have to be a 5, again not possible. So 8 is eliminated. All right, and you cannot have a 1 here because you know you have 12 under those cells, so clearly 1 cannot be part of the sum, so 1 goes here. Okay, let's move over to row 1 now and try to do something. Obviously 9 cannot be in any of these cells due to the outside clues. 9 goes in one of these cells, and also 1 can be eliminated because we already saw if the outside clue is not a 2, 1 is impossible. So that gives 1 and 9 in these 3 cells. Right, now let's try to write the possibilities for 7. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, 5 is eliminated because of the X-wing here on 5s. So 5 can be removed from the extreme cells. Excellent. And a 2 can also be removed because if you have 2 here, 5 goes here. And if you have 2 here, 5 goes here, which is again not possible. So I remove the 2's. Right, and if you have, let's say, 4 here, the 4th cell from that direction will is forced to be a 3 because of the 7 clue. Let's, I will remove this 3 pencil marks for now. Let's assume that you have a 4 here, so this will be a 3, and now this becomes a 6 because of 3, 4 here, and now because of the 7 clue, 6th cell from this direction is a 1, which is again not possible. So what we started out with cannot be a 4. That's a 3 or a 6. And same way it works from this direction. If you have a 4 here, this is forced to be a 3. This is forced to be a 6. And 6 is, again, the 6th cell will forced to be a 1. Again, a contradiction. So 4 is eliminated from here as well. So which means 3, 6 pair. So the 3rd cell has to be a 4 for the 7 to work out, and you don't have 4 here. So this cannot be a 3. That's a 6. No, that's not a 6. The 6th cell from that direction is a 1 because of 7. Excellent. So this is 9 here. 1 is not here. and this is supposed to be a 3, and the third cell will have to be a 4. Wow, some wrappers are getting thrown all around. So this is a 4, and you have a 6 here, which means fourth cell will have to be a 2. Excellent. So 2 4 gives a 5 here, and that finishes off this X-wing on 5s. This will be a 6 or 8. 8 is ruled out because that forces 6 here, not possible. So 6 and 8, that removes 6 from these two cells. Now I can't have a 7 here, right? Because then the 7 cell will have to be a 6 for the 13 clue, so 7 is eliminated. So this is 4 or a 9. So the 4th cell is a 9, or the 9 cell is a 4. Okay. You need to have a 7 here, because if you don't have 7, then both these 13 clues cannot be satisfied simultaneously, right? You can start with a 4 here, for example, then this becomes a 9, and that is clearly a contradiction. And the other way is also a contradiction easily. So clearly you can't eliminate 7 from that cell, so 7 goes here, and the 7th cell from that direction is a 6, which satisfies the 13. And now this can't be a 9, because then the 9 cell from the right direction will have to be a 4. So this is a 4 now, and the 4th cell becomes a 9, so that's a 1. Wonderful sequence of digits. So can you get that fun question, guys? What a Sudoku, really. Just for the fun question and nothing else. Let's continue now. 1 is in column 4, 1 is in column 5, so that gives 1 in one of these two cells. Let's now motor along with some digits. 238, 238, and 238. And 2 can't be part of the 12 sum, so that becomes 2. Now I have 3 or 8, which means either this is 9 or this is 1. And I have 3 or 8, same, this is 9 or this is 1. Okay. Now let's write some possibilities here. 278, 278 and 278. Obviously you can't have 8 here because 8 plus something cannot be 8. Right, so 2727. And now this becomes 8 9 pair for the row, and you have 9 here. That resolves that quickly. Okay, now this can't be 2 because second cell is supposed to be a 6. That's a 7, that's a 2. 7 cell becomes a 1 for the 8, and the second cell becomes a 6 for the 8. Now this can't be 8 because 8 cell is a 6, so this is a 3, this is a 9, that's a 8, and that's a 4. Wow, guys, beautiful. With very minimal center candidates, the Sudoku is resolving. Just a different kind of variant, you can say. 4 is in column 8 and 9, so 4 goes here. 1 goes here by Sudoku in column 7, 7 goes here. Right, we can try with this clue maybe. It cannot be 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, so 3, 5, 7. 3 is ruled out because third cell is not a 9, so it's a 5 or a 7. And 7 is ruled out because then this is supposed to be a, this cell is supposed to be a 5, not possible. So 5, the 7, only possibility. Now let's try with this guy. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, and 3 are eliminated. So this is 8 or a 9. So 8 cell is a 5 or 9 cell is a 4. 9 cell is 4 is ruled out. 8 cell will be a 5. Excellent, guys. 5, 5 gives a 5. And 9 goes in here by Sudoku. 9 is in here, 9 is in here. This is a 2 or a 3. These two cells will be 2, 3, 9 for the box, and 9 is not here. So that gives me a pair in column 9. That becomes a 1, 7 pair. That is resolved instantly. This will be 2, 3, 6 for the box. Gives a 9 here. and 9 is forced in these two cells, which forces 1 in these two cells because of the 1 here. So I get a 1 here by classic, and 2 isn't here, so 2 goes here. Now 2 cannot be here because this is forced as a 5, then 2 goes here. So I have 4, 6 and 8, but 4 cannot be here, so that's a 4, which means for the 7 clue outside this will have to be a 3. This is a 6, 8, and 3 is forced here by Sudoku. So 7 and 9, so 9 forced here, 7 forced here, and 8 forced here, and 1 forced here. Completes the box. This will be 5, 6 and 9 without the 9 here and without the 5 here. Wow, just an amazing solve, guys, an amazing solve so far. Very fun to solve, I would say. Now 3 gives a 2, gives a 3. This becomes a 1, 2 pair, and 1 doesn't go here, so that's a 2, that's a 1. 3, 7, so no 3, so that's a 7, and that's a 3. And 5 is in one of these two cells. 4, 7, 8 goes here, and you can't have 7 here and here, right? So 7 goes here, so that's a 4, 8 pair. 4 is not here, so that's a 8, and that's a 4. Let's finish off row 2. This is 2, 5, 7, no 7 here. 3, 4, 6 without the 3 here. I hope I've written all the clues and their corresponding digits. What is left out? This one, 11. 9 cannot be here because the 9 cell has to be a 2, so 9 is eliminated. 5, 6, so 9 is forced here. 2 is not here by Sudoku. 3 isn't here. And now 1 in row 6 is forced here, so that is a 2 or a 6. And you can't have 2 here, so that's a 6, that's a 2, 3, 6. So 6 is eliminated here, 4, that's a 3, 6 pair. And now I can't have 5 here because that will force a 6 in this cell, not possible. So 6, 5, it's the other way around. Now the 6th cell has to be a 5, and because of the 11 clue outside, so 6 goes here, 3 goes here. And now you need 4, 9 pair, so 4 goes here, 9 goes here, 2, 3, 8, so 8 goes here, this will be a 2 or a 3, 3, 6, 8, 9, 1, 2 and 4, so I need 5, 7, so this is a 5, 7 pair. 5 can't be here, so that's a 7, that's a 5, that's a 2, and that's a 7. 2 is eliminated here, 3, 2, 3, 6, and 5, 8, so 5 and 8, 8 and 6, 6 and 4. Breaking. What did I make? Mistake. 5, 8, 4 and 6, right? So this will be 4 and 6, 6 and 8. Yeah. For a moment, I had my heart in my mouth almost because I thought I had broken the Sudoku. And at the end, if you break, it's like really, depressing. Anyway, wonderful variant by Alaric Taqi A. So I think we have covered some Sudokus by this author in the past. Of course, I've covered, but I don't remember which variant. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please do leave a like and a comment. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.